prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as... Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take him!
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tasteless. I'm here with Artosis. This is game number 2 here, and I think it's going to be even better than game number 1, Artosis.
Yeah, I think
that's
it's gonna
what I think it is.
Well, Tasteless, I think it just very well may be. The map is Shakura's Plateau. Up here in our top left, it is Mao's ThorZaIN.
And down here, in the bottom right, we have Nerchio.
Nerchio, a very good Zerg player. We've seen him play a lot of games already, Tasteless. He's got a kind of unique style, but ThorZaIN is pretty beastly.
Yeah, ThorZaIN was one of these guys. He started out, pretty average and has really just shot through the ranks. It's really exciting to see him doing so well, here in the IPL.
Yeah, a very talented guy. Used to be a Warcraft 3 player, now a total StarCraft 2 professional. Definitely one of the best in one of the best countries, Sweden. They've been crushing some face, Tasteless.
Yeah, they got a really good esports scene out there. I mean, not just for StarCraft 2, but for, FPS games as well. It's good to see esports growing in places besides just Seoul, Korea.
I gotta ask you, Tasteless, are you Swedish?
No.
Okay.
I know, and you know that. But where are we going with this?
Well, I was just gonna say, man, they're so good at various video games, and you're the ultimate gamer, so I figured you must be a Swede.
Well, it was a nice guess, Artosis. I am the ultimate gamer. They didn't name a show after me, inspired by being the best at games, but just fun fact, I'm not actually Swedish.
All right, thank you, Tasteless, for that. Now, we do have a 14 hatchery by Nerchio, and that is not something that is very common. Normally you see a 15 hatch, so just something a little bit different. And by the way, Nerchio, that ID, I've been thinking, Nerchio, it sounds kind of weird, and I almost called him Zenio.
Zenio?
What is with these Zergs with the evil sorcerer names?
What I want to do is call him Nerchio every time I see it. It's a cool ID, though. So we have the drone coming in here. He's checking. He sees that there's one gas. So he knows, all right, no double barracks pressure, anything like that.
None of that, Tasteless. He is making a Marine. ThorZaIN is going to chase that drone away. Still mining the gas. He probably wants to kill that. Ooh, and a second gas going down for ThorZaIN.
The drone is now being chased out. Now, he may cancel that. We're going to find out here in a second.
Yeah.
And run.
That drone is fast. Oh, and he turns around.
He tried to fake him out.
And the gas does get canceled. Now, I think even, if Nerchio's really on top of his game, he's going to look at that gas time and be like, why are you gonna sing gas this quick? There's something fishy going on. But right now, ThorZaIN, he's at 164 gas, Tasteless. 172 gas now, Tasteless.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of gas here. This is really peculiar right now. Whoa, we have a command center coming up here, so that's interesting.
Waiting that long, 150 gas and making a command center, even if you're trying to trick out your opponent. That's bad economy management. You take the SUVs off the gas for a little bit. So a little bit of a mistake here by ThorZaIN as he does throw up his factory with almost 200 gas in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit weird. So we have the Zerglings now coming down here. They're each going to take a Zelnaga Watchtower. No, I'm not. One's going to move over here.
Is that you?
It's so hard to observe and do this at the same time. That was me. So now we see that Zerg has taken his drones off the gas. Zergling speed is on the way. And that's a pretty good move. You want to have those Zerglings out so that you can take out any scouting SCVs. You basically want to control the map.
Yeah, definitely. Now, he does see that reactor on the barracks. That would make me, as a Zerg player, think, oh, okay, in just a few seconds here, there's going to be a factory floating on there for reactor Hellions. But its own reactor being made, and a starport to boot.
To boot. How boot that?
It's a boot time.
Actually, this is actually kind of... Well, this build is a little bit interesting. It's not something we see at the GSL. By the way, if you want to see more of Artosis and myself, check us out at gomtv.net. But yeah, this is not one of the builds we see on the Korean scene.
No.
It's a little bit weird, a little bit different.
Well, the economy of it actually is off.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be perfectly balanced. It could still be good. We're going to see exactly what this strategy entails here. But for the time being, yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, a spine crawler is going up, so he definitely does think there's a possibility of Hellions. Speed almost done. A lot of drones on the way while gas is starting getting. Ooh, and a Roach Warren. So kind of a similar build to the last game on Metalopolis.
Yeah, he does seem to like these builds. The command center now going to land, so his economy will start picking up. He'll have double mules. The Hellions are out too, so we can use that to try to control the map, get rid of these Zerglings at the Zelnaga watchtowers.
Now he has a lot of Marines, making quite a few Hellions. Medevacs are popping out, Tasteless. What do you expect to see here? I'm thinking he's probably going to just try to attack up the ramp a little bit. Maybe a drop if he feels that his opponent is a little bit out of position. But with the Roach Warren coming up, that kind of counters everything that ThorZaIN's doing right now.
You know, it's a tough situation to really tell exactly what ThorZaIN's doing because his build is so interesting. It looks like he wants to move out. He may just want to make sure that the Zerg can't get a third base.
Yeah.
But, you know, if he tries to attack with this, I don't see this being very successful. Mainly, as you said, because of the Roach Warren.
Yeah, Roach is pretty good against those. A ton of Zerglings are on the way. Looks like Nerchio doesn't want to buy Roaches quite yet, but I tell you, I'd be thinking about it now. It looks like he is going to do a little elevator strategy. Killing that Overlord will definitely help out quite a bit, but a lot of Zerglings on the way.
Now, you know, here's the problem with doing a strategy like this, is there's basically enough time for Zerg to prepare. He's even getting a spine crawler set up over here. The Queens are in position, the Zerglings are in position. I don't know if this is going to be too effective.
Well, there's going to be 6 Hellions with a bunch of Marines as well. A ton of Zerglings coming out, Tasteless.
And here they move in. The Zerglings are now going to come down. The Medevac taking some shots for the Queen. The drones, a lot of shots being pulled off over there. Right now, this is looking like it's going to at least keep going on for the Terran, but I think with more units coming out here for the Zerg, especially those 7 Roaches, there's not a lot they can do against this.
And look at that, targeting the Queens on the Medevac. Very good move there by Nerchio, and now his spine crawler helping out. A lot of Roaches about to pop, and he's running most of his drones away at least. That last one, he tried to stay Tasteless.
He was the unlucky one.
Oh man, when Mount St. Helens is about to go up, Tasteless, you don't stay. I don't care how long you lived in your house. I don't care that your whole family's raised there. You leave.
You run. Here come the Roaches now, and we have a counterattack at the same time over here in the Terran's base. He's moving up.
Oh, man.
He needs to shut this.
Oh, but he's a little bit slow, and the Zerglings get on top.
This was cleanup over here. Zerglings now inside the main base, attacking the tank and moving towards more SCVs. And I think ThorZaIN, although his attack wasn't particularly effective, this is really the bigger part here. The Zerglings getting inside the base and taking out way more drones. Or SCVs than the Terran took out drones.
Yeah, it's, you know, he's stopped making drones for a bit, so he only has 33, but down to 40 SCVs right now. And look at what we have moving through the map. Tasteless, 14 more Lings in production. Already has a bunch of Lings out there. In fact, 20 Lings and 9 Roaches on their way, with 12 more being produced. And this is not a very large army. In fact, that bunker right there, Tasteless, is empty. So this timing could do a ton of damage, and here he
comes. He's going inside the base, attacking the bunker. The siege tank looks like it will go down, and the bunker, no way SCVs are going to be able to get over there. He has to get these SCVs up. There is a Banshee, but that's just not going to be enough, and he accidentally locks out his own SCVs.
Oh my god, it's like Resident Evil, but in StarCraft days as they're banging on the doors, and oh my god, they get in, but the zombie Roaches follow right behind. Oh no.
Well, this sucks right now for ThorZaIN. I don't know if this is something that's going to end the game right now, but, well, I mean, it actually might. The SCVs, so many of them are going to be taking hits. This expansion, he can't even send SCVs back over there because they're Zerglings. Meanwhile, Zerg taking another base.
Indeed he is, making a few more Roaches as well, and it looks like for now, Umbrella Corp ThorZaIN has held on, but, I mean, the Zerglings are at his front door. They're expanding everywhere. And he's finally starting back into drones as well as a Spire. And right now, how many barracks does he have, Tasteless?
Let's see here. He has 2.
2 barracks.
1, 2.
24 SCVs total. His units consist of a Banshee, a Viking, a Siege Tank, and 2 Marines. As this Spire finishes, man, I don't know. I feel like ThorZaIN's never going to be in the position to make an attack.
Yeah, I don't see this as a ThorZaIN win no matter what, unless our Zerg player really makes a huge blunder here. He's going to go ahead and take out the refineries. Why not? Back over here, the Zerg base is getting up and running. 2 extractors over there. The Viking spots it, and I think what that is ThorZaIN just seeing just how behind he is in this game.
Yeah, even losing his single Viking Tasteless, the Overlord's now moving back. The Roach in timeout right there against the wall.
Oh, we got a little Roach there?
Oh, he's got a naughty Roach, man.
He's hiding. He doesn't
That's
even
what
want to
you
go to
have to
battle.
do,
That's going AWOL. He was
Yeah.
probably supposed to be in that attack. Instead, he's hiding.
Well, he may be court-martialed a bit later. Now, here comes a Banshee, but 7 Mutalisks are suddenly in production.
This is not good. The Queen should go down, but with Mutalisks out, the Banshee's just not going to be able to do anything. The Queen does go down. Can he get a couple of drone kills off here? We see one more Queen coming up, and that will end this Banshee's reign of terror. As there's, can I call it that, or it's reign of terror?
It's been a reign of terror, Tasteless.
Yep. I know how to make these games dramatic.
Yeah, you
so, the Banshee's going to have to leave, and now we see the medevac getting ready, but hold that thought.
He sees it. Good catch there, Tasteless. Also, the engineering bay has just started. He's made a lot of sea chinks. It looks like he's just counting on Nerchio staying roach, but Nerchio had that spare going for a long time, and I mean, there's no way for him to defend this. His Marines aren't even with combat shield yet, so the Mules all die of fright, and GG, well played, says ThorZaIN. But guess what? That was only game number 2. It's tied up 1-1, so stay in your seat because Tastosis coming back at you in just a moment with game number 3.